Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Lechtich Musar podcast. We continue with the Pele Yoeitz. We are on page 322 in the article. We're on day 125 of Hachzik. Now we're going to talk about the inyan of Bikurim. Bikurim was a mitzvah that was in the times of the Torah, and we're going to discuss if and how it's relevant Bisman Zan these days. Bikurim in mitzvah achas mitag mitzvah seshoyim and heges mislan shaves migdash kaim. Bikurim, which is the biblical commandment to bring the first fruits of the Shuvas Haminim, that was a mitzvah that was relevant, that applied in the times of the Beis Hamikdash. But nevertheless, it's something that we can be mekayim, that we can fulfill even these days. Chazal say in Ksubis that a person who brings a matana, a deiran, some type of present to a Talmid Chacham, it's as if he brought Bikurim. It says the Pele Yoeitz that a person who really is saddened and he's in anguish over the fact that we don't have a Beis Hamikdash, Hashem's telling us, Chazal tell us, that if you want to be B'kaim Bikurim, you can do it in this way by giving the Talmid Chacham a present. So if you really care and you really are pained over the Beis Hamikdash, then a good way to show Hashem, to demonstrate your pain and your real true feeling of the lack of Shechina, and that the Shechina's Begalusa is go be mefarnes, go help a Talmid Chacham. A proper and befitting way is for someone, when they buy a new house gift, that they also have a man of Talmid Chacham. Whatever you buy, if it's grain, wine, oil, whatever it is, any household item, you're buying a new washing cup, you're buying a new bottle of orange juice, have a man of Talmid Chacham as well, that he probably needs it also. And that's a way that you can bring Ki'ilu Bikurim. Yafish Skil Chacham Hashem, Vitru Lamali Torah, Lanivni Tovim, give it to Lamni Torah, or to Aniyim, Viadu, Kigadla Manas, Estata, Benois Nemila, the Vesa, the Miprava Nosan, Vari Zeb Dugmas, Mrs. Bikurim, Vili Laniach Bracha Ba'itzam, is well known, and it's an elevated way of giving tzedakah. When a person gives actual household items to people, that's a very noble and proper, befitting way of giving tzedakah. And now the Pele Yoeitz continues by saying another situation where one can be mekayim the mitzvah of Bikurim, which is very interesting. We can do a play on words on the word Bikurim, which is Bechar. The mitzvah is Bikurim, Shemriti l'chad banav, Shemiktasan le'echam hem yehei chalkom yeshu is a medrash. Bikurim is allotting, is setting off, setting apart the heilig ones, the ones that are muktish l'Hashem. So says the Pele Yoeitz, you can do the same thing with your kids, and you can try to invest that a part of them, a chilik of them, should be muktish l'Hashem, should be learning Torah. So they should be chalkom yeshu b'is hamedrash, u'misasan le'echam hem yehei oisik b'pragmatia, have some that are learning and some of them that are earning, and you could set up a whole ecosystem where they're supporting each other. It's a gavada kazach, kedei sheyeh machzik, that a loivin ishu, yichlim labed el hamishma al Torah, yivchalish, b'ishtalish, b'chorban av yaktish Hashem. Says the Pele Yoeitz that it's a beautiful thing if you can set this up. And not only that, but he says it's very hard to rig the system like this, but your bechar, which is like the bechar of the fruits, which is a mitzvah of Bikurim, if you can have your bechar learning, that's like a very high, very ideal madrega. Usmachu daber kadeshik bechar, yimosha achar hu yesech char v'zaz mamula b'bechayir b'hachi sheyet Talmid Chacham az melasos yoba tov mikol makom. Point is, obviously anyone who could become a Talmid Chacham is noble, and of course is beautiful, and that's what we're here for in this world. So, but says the Pele Yoeitz that aside from the fact that it's a nice planned words, and Bechar and Bikurim is the same word, so if you can have the oldest son learning, that's a great thing. But he says there's another reason. If the younger one is the big Talmid Chacham, he's the knacker, he's the lamdin, he's the one that's learning, he's going to get more covet, and it's going to be hard, and ultimately, hopefully not, but it's going to result in jealousy. And then the older one is chayav in covet for his younger one, so it's good for anivus and humility and working on oneself, but also setting up somewhat of a tension situation over here. The kasha cheshal kina shemevili the sin of the tachris, and the jealousy is going to bring hatred, chas v'shalom. But when the oldest one is the Bechor, that's like the natural way that everyone is Mechaber, the oldest one. And each one shall arrive at his destination in peace. The point is that on a very ideal level, which we really can manipulate, we can rig the system, have the oldest one being the one that's learning. But of course, if anyone is learning, is someone zeichet, that of course is beautiful, that's heilig, that's what we're here for. And anyone who's learning Torah is doing such tremendous things, sitting and learning the words of Hashem. So anyone who could do that is Givaldik. This is just a very ideal situation, and you should be zeichet to all learn Torah.